Hey guys, just wanted to walk you through on how to replace the purge valve or the fuel tank breather valve for a BMW Z4. If you've watched other videos, I'm just confirming it's similar to the other processes for the E46 engine. Here's my part number. I went with Euro parts. Cost me about $50 from OEM Bimmer parts. Location, if that's all you care about, guys, with the orientation just like this, after rotating this rubber grommet here, it's going to be found just behind your oil filter, right here. Okay, there's a sensor, an airline, and an airline. Okay, so let's talk you through the process. Go ahead and remove your air box just so you can access it easier. There's 2 size 10 bolts, and then unhook and disengage your air box, the top from the bottom. So there's 4 of those. There's one here, there's one here, and there's 2 in the back. One's down here and one's down here. Okay, and if you want to not have to disengage or unplug your mass airflow sensor and deal with all that nonsense, you can just unplug your air box from here. Getting closer there. Yep, this is just a push to disengage. Okay, there's one there and there's one here. Okay, and then it's going to separate. Sorry, the lighting's pretty poor here. It's going to separate from right here. Okay, anyways, you disengage or you remove the top half and the bottom half will come out by itself. Nothing else will be holding it down. And then the first thing you should do to help your life go a lot easier if you don't have small hands like me is to take this part off of your engine. And you do that by simply pushing the whole thing to the right. Okay, this is just a little metal slit going through here that holds it, and there's nothing you have to pinch or anything like that. You literally just push it off and it comes off. Okay, once it's off, the first thing you can do is the sensor, since I think that's the easiest one. And that's as simple as pinching and pulling out, and I'll show that to you now. So all I'm going to do is come in, and there's a little metal wire that you'll feel. You'll pinch that and you'll pull it out this way. So if I can do that for you on camera, I will. But you know how that usually goes. So you push and you pull. You see that right there? That metal wire? You're pushing and you're pulling out, okay? And to put it back on, you just push, or you push it on, you push the metal wire to get over the bump, and then you let go and it's back on. So I'll show you how easy that is. And that's it, okay? We're back on. Next one is down here on the bottom, and what you're trying to do is squeeze from the front and the back of this plastic ring. You see where it's kind of has some feel to it and nothing holding it there? Let me see if I can zoom in here. Yeah, you just pinch that from the front and the back at the same time, and you pull down. And what you're doing is you're getting over this hump right here. Okay, and to put that one back on, it's as simple as pulling it or pushing it back in. Okay, you don't have to squeeze anything. The last one, which I think is the hardest, and I would leave it for the last after you disengage the other 2, is the air pipe that's coming from here. So I didn't use a flathead or anything. I didn't have to use soap and water to kind of loosen it up. All you had to do, or I did, was rotate or spin this, you know, clockwise or counterclockwise while pulling out slightly and pinching the air hose from like right about here with your other hand. And it'll just kind of slowly creep out as you do it, just so you don't risk breaking it on the old part or the new part, and avoiding that headache. So I just always twisted and pulled in the direction the hose was going, and never, you know, kind of slanting or putting any torque to that so you don't break that. And that's it. To put it back in, it's a reverse process. I would again start here. It went on easier than it came off. You really just have to push again with little turns. And if you're trying to mount it back up, the new part came for me not in the correct orientation, so you might have to reorient it just like you see here in the video. Okay, like I said, for the other 2, they're simply pushing to put back on. Remember, you might have to push that metal wire back in. And that's it, guys. Those are the 3 things in that one attachment, or your 4 total components to this part. Very easy to do. Oops, I don't know what happened there. Very easy to do. And to put your air box back on, it's just a reverse process. It helps me to put the bottom piece back in first, and then the top piece to here first, and then line it back up with the bottom half and put your 4 snaps back on. And that's it, guys. Hopefully that helps you. And this, forgot to mention, I'll put in the description, is just to correct the code. That's P0444. That's P0444. I forget the exact explanation, but I'll put it in the description. Alright, guys. Thank you. Have a good one.